All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashemi Hawashai Bahashem Chakwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and citations to the elect. This is Brother Lawyer from Great Millstone, Miami. And honestly, I don't know the title for this lesson. I don't know, exactly how I'm going to title this lesson. But this lesson's focus, which has been the main focus of a lot of my recent lessons, is going to be on the importance of faith and the importance of prayer. OK. All right. Because, as I've said before, we're in trying times, and these times are only going to get harder. OK. All right. The straight gate is only going to get straighter. All right. And that's regardless of what we do. OK, we can try our best to try to maintain our situations, in our day to day lives as far as financial, improvement or, improve our health and stuff like that, which these are all good and responsible things to do, in general. Right. But nonetheless, that doesn't safeguard us from the afflictions of being in hell. OK, that does not safeguard us from the afflictions of having to battle the flesh. That does not safeguard us from the afflictions of just being in the flesh and being subject to illness and injury. OK, that doesn't safeguard us from the afflictions of persecution and the afflictions of the gospel. OK, for the testimony of Yahushai. And so, as I was meditating on these things, and meditating on this lesson, it dawned on me the importance of keeping the faith, okay, and maintaining in prayer, all right, because we need the Lord, point blank, period, man. We need the Lord, all right, and as these times get harder and harder, as the straight gate gets straighter and straighter, as the furnace of affliction gets hotter and hotter, it's going to become much, much more evident, increasingly evident, that, we have no way out. OK, and that we need Yahweh Bashmi Shai. All right. A lot of things are getting ready to change in our lives. The regular day-to-day routine and status quo of our life is getting to change drastically for all of us. OK. All right. And, we have to maintain and be rooted in the faith of Yahweh Bashmi Shai so that we're not moved. OK. All right. So that we don't become offended in the Lord, so, Lord willing, this video is edifying. Again, I don't really know the title, and I guess it's just going to be like a general exhortation to continue in the faith, and I'm going to be, a little bit of here, a little bit of there. All right. So, Lord willing, it all comes together and the message is received. OK, so this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 3 and verse 3. It says that no man should be moved by these afflictions. Well, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 1. It says, wherefore, when we could no longer forbear, we thought it good to be left at Ephesians alone. I'm sorry, not at Ephesians, at Athens alone, and sent Timotheus, our brethren, and minister of the Most High and our fellow laborer in the gospel of Yahushai, to establish you and to comfort you concerning your faith. All right. And that's the main thing, like faith is the most important thing. OK. All right. Or one of the three most important things that we can have. OK. Scriptures talk about faith, hope, and charity. OK. All right. The scriptures say the just shall live by faith. When Yahushua was teaching a parable about the unfortunate widow, he said, shall he find faith on the earth, man? OK. All right. Faith is what's going to get us out of here, man. There's going to be a lot of things that come down the line that is going to test the integrity of our faith, man. OK. Like I said, a lot of things are getting ready to change. Harder times are coming. We're going to be in various different situations and uncomfortable situations, man. OK, so the main thing we need to be focusing on is our faith in Yahweh Bashmi Shai, man. increasing our faith. And with that comes brotherly kindness and maintaining the hope of the gospel, man. Okay. All right. That's what's going to help get us through. Okay. All right. It says that no man should be moved by these afflictions, for yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. Okay. So that's one of the main, afflictions is one of the main things that the enemy uses to overthrow our faith. Okay. Or to compromise our faith is catching hell. Okay. All right. And the thing is that we cannot circumvent the hell. There's no getting around it, man. All right. There is no getting around it. Some way, shape or form, we're going to have to suffer affliction, man. OK. All right. Whether it be within our personal lives, within our bodies, within our minds, persecution is some type of way. All of the above. These things will come eventually to test our faith, man. OK. All right. Which is why we got to be in prayer. This is why we got to pray, man. We have to pray, how about Shema Shai, man, that he keeps us in the spirit, that he keeps our faith intact, that he increases our faith. We have to pray. It cannot be stressed enough, man. All right. Because faith is, the more and more the Lord has kept me in this truth, in this faith, the more and more I understand the importance of the faith, man. Okay. All right. Because that's the only way out of here. All right. That's the only thing that's going to get us out this place, man, is enduring and keeping the faith, man. Everything else is subject to change. Everything is subject to vanity. Everything outside this truth, man. Everything is subject to decay, to loss, to injury. OK, but if we keep the faith, at the end of the day, we're going to be delivered, man. OK, and everything that we've lost or had to be sacrificed, every pain or affliction that was inflicted upon us will be healed and restored. OK, and rejuvenated, and we're going to be blessed 100-fold, man. Everything outside this truth is a distraction, man. Everything is a distraction, All right. Everything outside of keeping the faith is a distraction, man. And we gotta lock in more and more. OK. All right. Verse 4, it says, "For verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass. And for this cause, when I could no longer forbear, I sent to know your faith, lest by some means the tempter have tempted you, and our labor be in vain." Okay, so again, Satan's job is to use afflictions and trials to what? To overthrow our faith. Okay. All right. There's no getting around these tribulations, man. But it's about how we respond, man. Do we respond by keeping the faith, by praying, by understanding that, nothing is truly guaranteed in this life, that the Lord is, we're subject to lose certain things and be uncomfortable in certain situations. OK, and that's just all a part of it. OK, or do we begin to doubt, All right. And that's the danger, that doubt. OK, that being overly concerned with the things of this world. That's the danger, man. OK. All right. So we have to maintain in the faith. We got to pray. That he keeps us, man. OK, because nothing else matters. All right. Let's get Ephesians chapter 6. All right. Ephesians 6 and verse 10, it says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay. And these scriptures are important, man. These scriptures are very, very, very powerful, man. Because you have a lot of people who, they see the state of that the world is going in, and they'll try to, stock up on goods, or, they'll try to, get swole or something like that, or start buying up guns or whatever, or they'll try to make sure that their finances are just, impeccable or something like that, which, again, none of these things are wrong. Okay, but we can't put our trust in these things, because at the end of the day, all of these things I just listed can be compromised, man. We're still subject to illness. Okay, we're still subject to injury. We're not untouchable. Okay, the financial system is done. Okay, stocking up on goods, that's cool, but who knows where we're gonna be when all hell begins to break loose, man. Okay, all right. Who knows? All right. So what's going to be our defense against these different trials and afflictions that are on the way? All right. Is it going to be our own might, our own wisdom, what we can do and muster up, and how we can think through a situation, our own wit? No, man. We have to put on the might and power of the Lord, man. OK, we got to put on the armor of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. OK, because at the end of the day, Satan don't really care about these tangible physical things. He cares about the faith. OK, he's trying to overthrow our faith. He just messes with these things to try to manipulate or have control over our level of faith, man. All right. That's why Yahweh Shai told his disciples, look, man, there's some people who they receive the word, but then the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches and the lust of other things choke the word. OK, or tribulation and a persecution arises because of the word. And by and he's offended, man. So Satan's job is to use lust, to use the anxieties and cares of this world. OK, to use, afflictions and tribulations. OK. All right. To undermine, to undercut our faith. OK, so we have to be vigilant concerning these things, because at the end of the day, we're always going to have, problems here, man. It's always going to be affliction. OK, so how do we combat the wiles of Satan? Putting on the armor of the Most High. OK, all right. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to keep us from being manipulated by the enemy. All right. Being overtaken by the wiles of the devil, man. All right. Verse 12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. OK, so it's a spiritual warfare taking place, man. It's about to get even more intense. OK, so we have to have our minds right, man. OK, all this other carnal stuff, man, it don't matter. This flesh is a distraction. Your woman is a distraction. Your children are a distraction. Your job, finances, all these things are just distractions, man. We maintain them as people on the move. We deal with it as pilgrims. OK, that's our approach to these things, man. If we can put ourselves in a so-called better situation, hey, by all means, do that. OK, but is that going to somehow safeguard us from catching hell or afflictions? Shall we not receive good at the hand of the Lord? Shall we not receive evil? That's why it's important not to be overly attached, OK, to these things, man, and focus on keeping the faith and staying in prayer, putting on the whole armor as we have been instructed and commanded to do. OK, because the hell is going to come either way it goes. All right. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. OK, so the evil day is coming. The afflictions are coming. The hell is coming, man. OK, of our finances going to be able to deliver us from the evil day? No, the scriptures tell you riches shall not profit. OK, our muscles and being in the best shape and eating all the, is that going to be able to protect us? No. You know, what is it that needs protecting? What is it that needs cultivating? Okay. And nourishing. The main thing, the most important thing is our faith, man, our spirit, so that we may be able to withstand. Because again, these carnal things are not important. Okay. That's not what's going to deliver us. Okay, it says, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, okay, all right, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, man. Okay, all right. And Satan, man, the Lord allows Satan to mess with things in our life. He allows, the Lord allows Satan to bring afflictions like the book of Job, Lord, you put this hedge about his life. And if you let me mess with his take away everything from him, even his own health, he's going to curse you to your face, So Satan knows how to get at people, man, All right. So we have to understand that, these carnal, tangible comforts that we have are subject to the chopping block of the Lord. The Lord can easily take these things away from us. We can easily be afflicted in any area, an arena in our life, regardless, or multiple at the same time. OK, but is that really the target? No, the target is your faith. That's why we have to keep the faith. We have to pray. We got to come and stay before the Lord, that he increase our faith, man, because that's what's going to get us saved. That's what's going to get us justified before the Lord. That's what's going to keep us in the good favor of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Okay, scriptures talk about how Abraham was a friend of the Most High, man. Why? Because of his faith was accounted to him for righteousness. Okay. It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. It says, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. So again, prayer, man. We can't say we got faith if we ain't praying, man. Okay. What's one of the main things we need to be praying for? Praying that the Spirit will remain upon us, man. Okay. Pray that the Spirit remains upon us to keep the faith, man, to endure. All right. It says, and for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak, man. OK, so we got to pray, man. Pray for one another. Pray for the leadership. Pray for your brothers, man, that the Spirit remains upon us to endure and continue to make known the mystery of the gospel, man, to preach this word, to do the work, to keep the faith, man. Because again, these afflictions and trials, they are used as a tool by Satan, by the enemy, by this world. OK, to dampen, to undercut, to undermine, to manipulate, and eventually to quench our faith. OK. All right. So we got to pray so that that the Lord keeps our faith, man, that our faith is intact, that our faith is increased in spite of these things, man. OK. All right. Luke, even the disciples asked what, man? Lord, increase our faith. This is Luke 17:5. Right. It says, and the apostles said unto the Lord, increase our faith. OK. All right. So there you go, man. May the Lord increase our faith, man. These are the apostles, man. They saw the Lord, man. They knew him personally. They saw these miracles. They still asking the Lord to increase our faith, man. So we got to we got to pray that the Lord increases our faith. All right. And one of the main ways we do that is by abiding in the vine, keep doing the work, you know. All right. Examine yourselves, pray, you know, stay in it. All right. It's just Jude chapter 1. I'm going to close out with this. Jude chapter 1 and verse Jude chapter 1 verse 20. It says, "But ye beloved, building up yourselves on your most holy faith, praying in the Holy Spirit." Okay, so how we're gonna help build our faith? By praying, you know. All right, keep yourselves in the love of the Most High, looking for the mercy of our Lord Yahushua Hamashiach unto eternal life. Okay, so how are we gonna be kept? By praying, man. Pray unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that he keeps our faith, that he increases our faith, man, because these trials and afflictions are going to keep coming. They're going to come harder and harder and faster. There's no avoiding it. So in order for our faith not to be, compromised, okay, or undercut, we have to continue to pray. Okay. We got to continue to pray and keep the faith, man. Period. All right. And yeah, man, that's basically it. Hopefully it made sense. I was a little all over the place. I didn't really know which precepts I wanted to bring out or anything, or I didn't have the words, prior to this lesson. But, hopefully the Lord has blessed my mouth. Okay. To speak a word in season to those that are weary, keep the faith, keep the faith, keep the faith. Pray. Shalom, Yabashim Shai, Bashim Kakodash Barakatam to the hopeful elect. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakodash. Shalom.